my happiness and my function are one. So this is and can be a little tricky, because even as it's stating about the ego, it's trying to battle out, figuring out what is the definition of my function and what is happiness. Come on, Holy Spirit, what is my function? You know, you like want to give it a term, want to give it words, want to put it in a box, say, I am a teacher of God. or I am this, I am that, defining it and shaping it. And it is, again, not even actually about form at all. And that's going to be something that is being battled with the entire time. Now, yes, there is a way in which you can express it. Just like I naturally have my ability and given my gifts and experiences to be here today, and I do find this in correspondence with my function. So in that, sense of working together with my function, I feel like I can't work in the same fashion in the world. Yes, and that's perfectly acceptable. So in that recognition, it can be whatever it is while you're seeing it, that is a talent and ability, something that you are capable of. You can see it in that fashion that it makes you happy. That if you have some sort of talent or ability or learning something or other, job or business, something, and it makes you happy, then yes, that's in the same thing. Yes, make sure it makes you happy and recognize it makes you happy. But this being actually about outside of form is more so about the training and recognition of your salvation or that holiness. So regardless of what you're doing in form, you can be doing anything, absolutely anything. There's nothing really better or worse in the activities of your body. So this is, don't be hurting anybody, that's all I'm saying. But in the sense of what we're doing is recognizing salvation is the discovery of that wholeness, that we are whole and complete, connected one essence. So your salvation and your function is to discover this. So you can use your activities, you can use your activities of the body to help you to discover this. So the spirit doesn't argue or discuss back or fight with the ego about its trying to define it, because it knows what your function is. But it is more on the spectrum of a much bigger scale, as in the total essence of your life, as we talked about last time. With you came course in limitation, and now you're going to course in limitlessness. So in that recognition that you are actually in a course of learning how to be liberated, learning how to be free of all pain and suffering and death, and all these bars that you call physical. So once you discover that and recognize that, you realize that your salvation was actually from your own ideas and beliefs about who and what you are. So constantly the ego is cycling. This personality thing is cycles, opposed to actually get somewhere. It just cycles the same information. Oh, I'm in this world, so I have to do this. So we have to get food. We have to do this. And I have to go to the crapper. And we got to go to sleep. Oh, now I got to go back to work. Got to go food. Got to go to the scrapper. Got to go to sleep. Got to go get work. Got to go food. Got to get sleep. Is a cycling over and over and over and just doing the same thing, and has no real recognition of progression. It just simply does what it knows, and it only knows the physical world. So in the sense, like, you're breaking by doing this, say, course with me, you're breaking that, say, cycle up a little bit, as you have been. Now you started a new cycle. You put me into your cycle. You're doing it with me. You're doing the course. That's great. And still, even the ego can grab onto it. Oh yeah, I'm a miracle worker now. I got definition. I got shape and form. Instead of recognizing that it's more about this fluidity thing that naturally allows the spirit to guide, allows you to do it, whatever it is that you're being guided to do. So letting it be written for you, opposed to you know what you're doing. I know what I'm going to do with this routine. I know this is what I do at this time. This is what I do at this time. This is what I do at this time. Instead of, what do I do at this time? What am I to do here? So until you actually know who you are, until you actually discover this reality, you will be in the sense of questions. In that sense that you're opposed to knowing, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. Now you ask, wait, what should I do? What should I be? Where should I go? And that's breaking out of the cycle. And you're willing to do other things. And you can still stick to time restraints of work and such like that, but you're allowing things to be broken up so that you can actually discover progression, discover moving forward into that recognition. Now I say, until you know who you are as that holiness, you'll be in the state of questions, because in that place it's more of a recognition of answers. Like you already know. Like I'm in constant prayer, I'm in constant answers of what it is to do. Like I'm one with the Holy Spirit in that sense, so it's no longer a question for me what I should be doing, where I should go. It's more like questions about the physical world, if anything. It's like the physical world's the one that needs to be asking, wait, what is a body? What do I do here? What is this body thing? And opposed to vice versa, where everybody's trying to go up, I'm kind of like trying to go down. I'm like, hey, I want to experience this world. Maybe, have you heard about my death experience? Maybe we should talk about that. Things flip around with your perspective, and as I have mentioned about my death experience, I talk about it all the time in so many different programs and different things that we don't have time right now to actually talk about it, but I would love to get more into it. But essentially it is, you're trying to transcend the world, you're trying to get up, you're trying to get up, you're trying to go, and then when you actually get there, now you realize, oh, the whole time I've been down here, I've been actually up here trying to be down here. And so now when you're up here, you're actually trying to be in the world. You're trying to do this. And you'll realize that your happiness and your function are the same thing, because it is a natural state in which you are. Like that recognition of what your function is, like you are happy all the time. So when you think you're down here, you think you're in the world, no, you can't recognize your happiness, because you think you're a body, you think you're in the world. But when you realize what you actually are, you can actually be happy down here or elsewhere. Feel like it's hanging dry a little bit. Let it sit.